Could I get a demo of the auto tracking visual tagger and coded events? If I can see it once of the interface and how it works and connects together, then I'll have the confidence to do it when it finally all gets installed.
Auto capture is just enabled by putting the code in. I have somewhere here the browser 2.sdk. Capture is set to true. So this is your
And
initial wrapper. Go ahead.
yeah, and then a developer needs to do
Yeah.
this, to add this
Yeah, yeah,
somewhere.
yeah.
Okay.
But this line, if you're capturing data with Amplitude, this is already in there. The only thing you need to do is put the auto capture field to true.
Yep, got
And
it.
so what it does is if I would refresh my page, for instance, I'm not implementing page views myself. 7 seconds ago, I triggered a page view just by refreshing it. So I didn't do anything. It's just auto captured it. And then there's the whole part of you go into data, you go into visual labeling, you click select start labeling. But if you create it by Win37, I click this link, for instance, and I already have it. But basically what I do is I just input a name. I add a description, I uncategorize it. It's going to be based on this piece of code. And that's kind of what Anush mentioned. When we have volume, and we see the volume decrease, it's going to be like, hey, this thing should be repaired. Why? Because maybe one of the developers changed a bit of line of code here. And since there's no direct integration, but we're actually listening to things, we're listening to code being triggered, and the code now might be slightly different. We're not capturing that event anymore. So it will appear in your tab. But if I now click save, and if I go back here and I go to live events, you see element clicked. All of these things have been auto-selected. And the thing is, in real time, you will just see element clicked. But actually, under the hood, what is happening is being ingested by Amplitude. Amplitude pulls it to the transformation layer, this visual tagger, and it will rename the events. So in my UI, it's going to pop up as something else differently. But these events are element clicked. But when I select my chart events, it's not going to show up as element clicked. It's going to show up as whatever the element is that I actually named it. So in order to see that in events, it's going to be here under labeled events, which is my index of events. And here I have all of the events. And so this one was triggered a minute ago. So empty div selected is actually here. So if I now go to chart and I do empty div selected, it's here. So this is what I just built, right? The thing I was clicking, empty div with the visual tagger, it's now actually capturing data in production for me. So it's just a matter of seconds or minutes to get it up and running. And it's the same line of code that you just need your developer. Depending on how old your implementation is, you just might need to add the line because you might be using an older library. But everything is on the browser 2.0 SDK pages. And this is basically the snippet you need, and you'll be able to do everything you need.
Excellent. That really looks exactly what I'm after. Maybe by the end of a day, I can track a whole flow. So yeah, super cool.